Welcome back, everybody, to quite possibly my favorite time of day, potentially, maybe. I'm not actually sure, I still have to think about that. But it's close, it's up there. Where I hop on the internet and teach people how to build habits that actually stick. Hello, Fishy. Good to see ya. I don't know if you saw this or if you're interested at all, but I did drop some Habit Engineer merch on the link is in my bio on YouTube if you want to check it out. Don't feel obligated to buy anything. But I did drop that, and it is pretty fire. You can see, so I've got the Habit Engineer, just a little logo, and then this is what's on the back. Hello, Writer's Block. Hello, Cami. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are having a blessed day. Life's been pretty good today. I'm enjoying everything. It is, holy cow, it is getting real windy here in Arizona right now. I'm like looking out the window at the wind, and yeah, it's pretty windy. My guess is it'll probably rain soon, potentially. Cami said, I turned one of my art into a keychain. Oh. It took hours, but you finished. Dude, that's lit. Congrats, Cami. That's way cool. Calbra said, sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I had a date. Hey, I respect. Go for it. I respect going on a date. That's Riz. We're here for it. We did miss your pickup line. He's doing 2 today. Okay, dope. But yeah, it's I'm listening to a really, really good book right now. I highly recommend it to everyone. It's called How to Know a Person by David Brooks. It's excellent. Nat said, hi, I'm new. Hello, Nat. For anyone else joining, this is the Habit Engineer live stream. I go live Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific time to help teach people to become better, I guess, is really what it is, through building habits that actually stick. Developed the world's most effective habit building method. We've got a 96% success rate. And that's what I teach people on this live stream. So if you have any questions about habit building, if you have any habits that you would like to help me to engineer with my Triple S method, then you can go ahead, drop those habits down in the chat. Feel free to subscribe or like, or wait, how does it go? What do people say? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, no, that's not what I'm gonna say. Go ahead and subscribe, and then turn on the post notifications. So that way this live stream doubles as your personal accountability buddy, because the notifications will the notifications will be your reminder for you to stay accountable to your habits. So yeah, that is what I'm about. That is what this channel is about. As the Cami said, it was the floating girl ghost that you sent me. Plan to make a few more designs before ordering some, sell them all at a small art market. That's lit. Go for it. Nat said that's actually so nice. Now's in Luffy-san. Sub G, keep going. What you do, big love from Malaysia. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. I've been in the Philippines. I lived there for like 10 weeks. Some of the best times of my life, which isn't Malaysia, but I love that part of Asia for sure. Calbra said he's going to be number 1 on the leaderboard today for this stream. All right, bet. Did I ever consider having mods for more help? I have considered it. I still haven't figured out how to get those mods. And it's not something super high on my priority list right now, since I'm still pretty small. There's not really a ton of people on this stream, but it is something that I'll have to figure out in the future. Writer's Block said, "Oh, Mr. Engineer Max." That's hilarious. I've been coming up with new book ideas since my last one got deleted. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Keep it up. Just start writing. Start writing, man. Cammy said, plus I want to wear them. Yeah, that's honestly, Cammy, that's the reason why I actually made the Daily Dose of Jesus merch that I did, was because I actually wanted to wear it. And I do. I wear it all the time. It's great. It's actually really good merch. Calbra middle of stream pickup line rating was for yesterday. Okay, dope. Fishy commenter, what did I study? So I did not graduate in anything. Full disclosure, I don't have any degree or anything. Do I have a map? I just got lost in your eyes. LOL. Nice. That is not a good pickup line. Too old. Too old. But Fishy, so I've just done a ton of self-education. When I was in college, I studied business management with an emphasis in entrepreneurship. But the vast majority of my education has just come predominantly from self-education, reading books, listening to audiobooks, watching YouTube videos, reading articles, thinking about things on my own time, trying to learn how to operate from first principles, and like actually make rational decisions for myself rather than relying solely on the opinions or thought processes of others. But yeah. Nat said, I know all the pickup lines, trust, LOL. You memorized half of them? Did they work? That's my question. Did they work? Yeah, Panda, that definitely wasn't your worst, but it wasn't your best either, but that's okay. Oh, the pickup lines did work. Okay. Okay, Calbra. Keep doing that then. Keep working that. Yeah, I'd say C plus or B minus. Jeremy, how to build habits. Yes. So Jeremy, if you want to drop a habit that you're looking to build down in the chat, I will teach you the Triple S method that I developed and how it applies to your specific habit that you're looking to build. So, and that goes for anyone. If anyone has any habits that they want to be more consistent with, they can put them down in the chat, and I'll teach you how to engineer them. So, Jeremy said, right, so I want to wake up on a certain side of the bed. You want to wake up on a specific side of the bed? Like, you mean you want to wake up happy, or you like actually want to wake up on a specific side of the bed? LOL. Schoolie, I'm probably not going to respond to that, but thanks so. Yeah, Jeremy, I'm not sure what to do about that one. I'm gonna be honest. That's pretty funny though. Here, I'll teach you the method, and then you can figure out how to apply it to that habit. Wow. The most efficient way to pick your nose in public would just be to pick it. And to not cover anything and just to pick it straight up. So Jeremy, the way the triple S method works is it has 3 steps. The first S stands for specific. The way you make your habit specific is you assign it a what, a when, and a where. The goal here is to make it so specific that you can visualize it like you're watching a movie in your head, right? So for example, you can say, okay, I want to, usually what people say is that I want to go work out. I'm going to work out today, right? Cool. That's great. That's really not a habit. That's a goal. A goal without a plan is just a dream, right? So instead of saying that, you say, okay, I'm going to work out for 30 minutes from 7 to 7:30 a.m. at the gym, which is at this location, right? Like this EOS, right? Or wherever you go to the gym. Have a good one, Nat. Good to see you. Appreciate you hopping on. Feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications to make this your personal accountability buddy as far as sticking with your habits. And yeah, I can tell Jeremy's just trolling today, but all right, go for it, Calbra. Appreciate it, Nat. But yeah, so then once your habit is specific enough and you've got the what, when, and where, then you move on to simple. And the way that you make sure your habit is simple enough is you say, okay, do you have an extra heart? You just stole mine. I would rate that just about on the same scale as your last one, personally. What? Cammy, a 7 out of 10, bro? I was thinking like a 5, maybe a 5.75. Interesting how it works different people like it more or less. That makes sense because we're all different. But yeah, sorry, back to your query. So the way that you make sure your habit is simple enough is you filter the habit that you made specific through this question. Okay, Calbra, have a good one, brother. And you say, okay, do I feel 100% confident in my ability to stick to my habit every single day for the rest of my life? And if the answer is yes, cool. Move on to the next step. If the answer is no, then go back to the specific step and re-engineer that specificity with your habit until you have that level of confidence. Now, obviously, like that question is exaggerated on purpose. I don't actually expect anyone to necessarily stick to their habit 100% of the time. Yeah, Panda, good luck on your date. But what that does is it flips your brain, because before you were thinking, oh, this habit's pretty specific. I think I can do this most of the time, right? And now instead you're thinking, oh shoot, when are all of the times that I won't be able to stick to this habit, right? And the key here, because James Clear said that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement, right? And so the point of the triple S method, and literally of why I am doing what I'm doing here with this live stream, why I have my community, what my business is about, what I am about, what my life is about, is all to help people to build habits that will actually stick for long enough that you can tap into the compound effect of your doing your habits for such a long period of time. And the key to that is to make sure that your habits are simple enough. Well, there's 3 keys to it, and those are the 3 steps. But I should push my bed to the other side. You're funny, Jeremy. I like you. Yeah, try that. See if that works. But yeah, you want to make sure that your habit is specific, simple, and sealed enough so that you can maintain the momentum for a long enough period of years that you are able to actually experience the effect of the compounding. Because if you think about compound interest just from a financial standpoint to make it easier, the vast majority of the compounding comes the longer you leave your money in an account, right? So, for example, the amount of compounding wealth that you would have between year 5 and year 10, if something is compounding 7% annually, is like basically nothing. But the amount of compounding between years 45 to years 50 is millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? Appreciate that, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Yeah, the sub would mean a lot. We're working on it. Have a good one. Appreciate you. Writer's block is earning money tomorrow for yard work. Let's go. We love hard work in this live stream. Hard work is where it's at. And yeah, so you want to make it simple, and make sure that you think of all of the times when your habit might fail, and that way you simplify to the habit to the point where you are able to not fail as much as possible. Yes, indeed, writer's block. And then the last step is sealed. And the way that you seal your habit is you assign it a 1-second celebration. And that can look totally different for totally all different types of people. Whatever you want, whatever is rewarding for you. But you want it to make it something super simple as well. So for example, like I will just smile as I'm walking out of the gym. I'll just like smile to myself. Sometimes I'll be like, let's go, just like something at the end of your habit, at the completion of your habit, to give your brain that dopamine spike. There's B.F. Skinner, famous psychologist. He did a bunch of studies. Basically what the studies found is that what gets rewarded gets repeated, right? And your brain wants to do things that make it feel good because, yeah, duh. And so when you put some type of reward on the end of your habit, then your brain feels good and associates doing that action or that habit with feeling good, and then it is more likely that you will repeat said habit. Therefore, what gets rewarded gets repeated. So you seal that up with some type of 1-second celebration. Ismail Martinez, how do I build a good meth habit? LOL. So that's the thing. That's the interesting thing with drugs. And I know you're just trolling, but I'm going to answer this seriously anyways because I think it's interesting. You don't really need to do anything to build a good meth habit besides just use meth. Because what... Yeah, LOL indeed. Yeah, I got you, bro. No worries. Because what drugs like that do, and this goes for meth, this goes for crack, this goes for porn, this goes for masturbation, like any of those things, those actions are already producing such a huge spike of dopamine in your brain that your brain is already going to just want to do them again. So that's why it becomes an addiction so fast, is because it just puts your brain on this dopamine overload. But yeah. So you don't really need to build a habit of doing meth. It'll build itself. It'll build itself pretty quick. Because it's like so much of a dopamine overload that your brain is just going to be fixated on doing that thing that made you feel such a way like that. But yeah. Does everyone have this when you drink soda? I can't stop drinking it until I drink it all. Oh, dang. I don't drink soda. So I'm not sure. It's fun, but it's harmful. Yeah. It is definitely harmful. Maybe it can be fun. I don't know. I haven't done meth. But I definitely wouldn't recommend it if you want to keep a high quality of life for a long period of time. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think that meth really has any positive long-term benefits, especially on things like your wallet. But that's just me. Cami, if you tried to send me stickers, would I accept the stickers? Yes, of course. I would definitely accept the stickers. That would be epic. Ismail said, it's called gluttony. Yeah, people are very, well, I shouldn't say people. It seems like society is trending more and more in a direction of me, I'm going to do what makes me feel good because it makes me feel good in the short term rather than the long term. And unfortunately, what people are forgetting is that the best things in life are the hardest to get, and usually don't feel good in the short term. Like marriage or having kids or really building a career or a business or something that you love and you're passionate about. Like those things are really, really hard to do really well. And you have to delay a lot of gratification, which is why a lot of people don't do them. Anyways. Dope advice. May God reward you endlessly. Oh, he already does. Appreciate it. Oh, yes. I still do need to move my sign. Thank you, writer's block. I will maybe get to that eventually. Keep reminding me. Yeah, Cami, no worries. Send me some, just text me a reminder. Moises Martinez, just here to say hi, dude. Long time no see. Have a lovely night. You as well, brother. Appreciate it. You have a great one. Hope you've been sticking to your habits. Hope they've been well. Bless you too, whoever sneezed. LOL, that was my roommate. Have a good one, Cami. Have a great night. Fishy, see you in the next stream as well, brother. Appreciate ya. Or follow their palate instead of hunger. Yeah. Yeah. That's can definitely be the case. Ishi, good to see ya. Did you figure out, will it ship to the UK? Will my merch stuff ship to the UK? I don't actually know. I think it should, but Moises said, just read my book and it's on fire. Wait, you read my book? Oh, that's lit, dude. Thanks. I appreciate it. What were your like main takeaways? I'm actually really curious. I didn't get a notification that someone bought it. Now I'm gonna go check. Where would I even? Oh, it's on Amazon. I'd have to go look on Amazon, which I can't since I'm live streaming on my phone. But yeah, I appreciate that, Moises. Thank you. Yeah, books out on Amazon. The Life Optimization Loop. It's some good stuff. It is missing a step of the Triple S method, though. It's missing the sealed step. So the Life Optimization Loop is a book about how to optimize your life. It's a method that I developed a while back that led me to the Triple S method. And the reason I switched was because the Life Optimization Loop is a lot more complicated than the Triple S method. And it's a lot harder to explain to people, and it's just like it's just too complicated for like mass marketability. It works, it's great. Moises can testify. And I've framed it in like a workbook. So like you buy it and the book is meant to be written in. I put a bunch of lines, like it's meant to be a workbook, and not just like a book. And so it walks you through the process of optimizing your life. But writer's block, thank you, appreciate it. Have a good night. Billy, Jesus, is that you? LOL. No. I'm trying to be like Jesus, and I get told that I look like Jesus, but I'm not Jesus. I'll take that as a compliment, though. But yeah, I really like I like the book, and I think it'll be super helpful for a lot of people. But yeah, I mean, if you want to buy it, it's like $13-14 on Amazon or something. But yeah, it's a bit more like the Triple S method. I can say, okay, well, you engineer a habit that will actually stick by making your habit specific, by assigning it a what, when, and where. Make it simple by saying, do I feel 100% confident in my ability to stick to your habits? And then seal it by giving it a 1-second celebration. And boom, that's it, right? Took 10 seconds. But the Life Optimization Loop was like way more. And that was what my whole TED Talk was on. Was on the Life Optimization Loop, and that was like 11 and a half minutes straight of me talking about it. And even then I was there was more that I could have covered and more time I could have taken. So yeah, it's not yeah, it's just a lot more complicated, and like simple scales, complex fails. So I realized after that I needed to find something a lot more simple so that it could scale. Did I write it all? No, I did not. The ideas are just about all mine. I co-authored it with one of my friends, and the use of ChatGPT, of course. But yeah, the method itself is my method. But yeah, it was a really cool project, really unique experience. I'll write a book on the Triple S method eventually, but I want that book to be a lot less of a workbook per se, and a lot more of like a research-based data-backed book on the Triple S method and habit engineering generally. And so in order to do that, I'm going to have to do years of research and synthesizing the data that we're collecting for Habit Engineer, especially once we get our app up. That will be very helpful in just like collecting that data. Yeah. Anyways, unless you got any other, I've got to find a solution for the sign problem. Yeah, you're the second person who's told me that this stream. Geez, I'm going big time. Eventually, dude. Eventually, I told you from the beginning. Like, this is 2 to 3 years from now. This is gonna be everywhere. It's gonna take off. It's gonna be great. And even if it takes longer, I really don't care because this is what I'm obsessed with. This is what I'm gonna do the rest of my life. Like I can't picture myself doing anything else. I absolutely love teaching people this and teaching people how to build habits that stick and actually create change. Yeah, I mean, I hope it takes off too, but I don't really need to hope because I know it'll take off because I'm not going to stop working on it until I do. There's a Steve Jobs quote where he just says he's convinced that like 50% of what separates successful entrepreneurs from not successful entrepreneurs is pure perseverance. And that's what I got. I'm not going to do anything besides make this work. So yeah, cheers. I appreciate the support, like you hopping on all the time. Any of you guys who are watching this who hop on every day and like engage and support and everything, like means the world to me at this point. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, thank you guys. Super grateful that I'm able to make this a thing. But yeah, I've got to run. I've got a meeting at 7. But I will make a note to rearrange my room, LOL, so I can put my sign on the wall. So that way it's over my head. Okay, so you're right. Okay, appreciate y'all. Keep the change. Keep changing.